Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Crystal. It is I, Xilestar, and today... Sorry. There we go. We're going to be continuing onward with where we left off, which was, I think, about to face the 7th gym. Meanwhile, it's way too loud for me. As you can see, I did what I said I was going to do. We got rid of Strength for Stomp, because, well, I don't want to give my... Well, my Pokemon that I'm going to be using the AHMs, and the Pokemon that I'm not going to be using the AHMs. So, hooray for that. Hello there, Dusa. I'm going to face you, though. Alright. So, right now, we're going through pretty much a big, giant... like, recording fiesta, pretty much. Sorry about that. Alright. So we're pretty much going through like a giant recording fiesta, which is pretty cool because that means that I'm gonna have not only I'm gonna have a lot of videos to go through, but that also means that not only will I not need to record nearly as much, but that'll also mean that it'll help me out in doing anything with finishing off Organics, finishing off anything that for my Oblivion mod. So you know that helps out with that too. Because it means I have less to worry about and more to like just focus on other projects, which is kind of like what I do with this kind of free time anyway. And not to mention though, later on today I'm going to be doing what I said I was going to do with Pokemon Scarlet, with the legendaries and stuff like that. They're going to be done. So hooray! I'm gonna do that today. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, but after this, I'm definitely going to go and get some sleep, because I'm pretty much tuckered out. I did Oblivion first, which took 2 hours and 8 minutes. I think. Did it take 2 hours and 8 minutes? Or did it take a little... It might have taken a little longer, but same idea, same premise. It's 8 videos for that. Oblivion's much easier to do it, though. Yeah, so almost 2 hours and 11 minutes for that. It's like 3 seconds off, but yeah. Pretty much. And then we did 6 videos, or an hour and 36 minutes of Craft today. We did, or not, like literally like a few hours ago. Like, I want to say like 2 hours ago we did Craft. And all we pretty much did was that we worked on some teleporters and stuff like that. That's all we pretty much did. Nothing too much else that we ended up doing. Worked on teleporting to the rooms, and then I found out that I still had extra time. So we ended up doing a little bit of teleporting back, so we can actually leave said rooms. That's all it was, pretty much. Yeah, there's nothing really too much else that I can think of right off the top of my head that we just did today. Except for, I'm trying to get as much of the videos recorded as much as possible. I have a ton of free time now, so I'm trying to get as much as I can. Like, started, finished, and then ended, pretty much. So that's why, like, I'm trying to do my best in order to, like, get a lot of videos all prepped and ready to go. I was gonna say, can you turn to me, please? Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to get as much done on my end as much as possible, trying to get, like, enough videos for you guys, so though, like, at the very least, if I do fall ill again, or something else way too soon, at the very least, there's at least a good chunk of videos that are ready to go. Of course, now all that's left is to edit, but that doesn't really take much time. Or, it does, but in order for me to do it, it doesn't take much time, because I have a new system, which actually helps out so much into the process, which just makes it like a click and forget, click and forget, click and forget, instead of click and hope I got the duration correct. Pretty much. I wish I had this system when I did Knights of Nine Revelations and Diablo 3, as I said before, because that one, because I know one of the Diablo 3 sessions got messed up, but I think I fixed it in time, but it was so close to when I needed to upload the first couple videos of that session. So I got so close to that, and in Knights of Nine Revelations, it was like, I'd get towards like the 6 hour or like part 20 kind of situation. I want to face all the other trainers. There we go. Hello there, Diosa. Yeah, and then like I've been trying to, like lately I've been trying to get enough energy to kind of go and do videos, but like lately I just haven't had that drive as I did at the first, like before I felt like even more ill kind of thing. So like right now it's like I'm trying to find that spark again, and it's not really happening. Like you can probably tell by like not just Circa crap, but like even like Oblivion, like I'm getting sick and tired, but that's more so because of behind the scenes stuff for it. It's not really because of the series itself. It's not like, oh man, I'm so bored of Circa craft. Like why do I even make that a series? Or same thing with Oblivion. It's like, I don't like Oblivion anymore. Why am I still recording it? It's not that. It's more so due to like my mod and just getting it to fully work, and just getting it to just work in general. And not only that, just getting everything sort of prepped and ready to go for it kind of situation. So it's like, again, it's not the mod. It's not the series' fault. It's just what I'm doing behind the scenes to make the series much more interesting. That's the problem. So me trying to like plan around having those kinds of like interesting ideas and trying to put them in the mod and then getting it to work, and not only just getting them to work, but also just trying to like, it's the same thing as installing like a mod, and then you're like, oh, this makes the game so much more interesting. It's like, wait a minute, what if I replayed that one mission they gave me a challenge, but this mod makes it slightly easier? It's like kind of like that. So pretty much what it's gonna happen is that when I wake up, a lot of things are gonna happen, so I gotta do a lot of off-screen stuff, but at the very least most of the stuff will be finished, so that'll be fun. So at the very least for Arcanix, I finished off all the doors. We can enter in every, like, a hidden room, but some of them don't have an exit as of yet. But that's completely fine now. Can you wake up yet? Thank you. Seriously, that was really scary. Alright. I was hoping we can get to level 38, man. It's fine. Yeah, so as you could probably tell, though, it's like really bright. It's pretty much like early morning, and this is usually around the time in which that I would be asleep. So yeah, so I'm really tired right now, but it's fine. Should I? I'll keep Rycoke in the front. Yeah, so right now I'm just currently like still uploading completes because it's going to go over the course of the weekend, so it makes sense. So you guys are going to be happy over the weekend. You guys are getting completes, which is awesome. But not only is it going to be awesome for you guys, but it's going to be awesome for me because that also frees up space so I could record even more videos. Yay. Alright, what's the next one? I had a feeling you'd do that. That's why I'm gonna use Bite. And hope you takes it out in like 2 shots. I doubt it. Yep. Yeah, so like for my Oblivion mod, I keep coming up with new ideas that I want to put in it. Like I think one of the latest ones that I was thinking of was adding like these special enchantment kind of stones that will allow you to like enchant items like in certain ways. And I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that idea. That idea sounds like it would be an amazing thing. But the problem is that the amount of time it's going to take to get that fully done is going to be too much. Even though for the most part it's mostly get the lowest level done, and then it's mostly just copy paste it, but go for the higher level and then change it so it fits the higher level kind of situation. So it's not like it's going to take like a huge amount of time, but it's still gonna take a decent number to get it done. And I kind of just don't, like, I kind of just wish that I had help kind of thing, and that there was a better way to merge 2 plugins together. But hey, it's fine. At the very least, by hopefully the next session, or not really, no, not really the next session, the session after that, hopefully I will have both the lair and the cove being standalone, or at the very least being AXM'd, so it doesn't require vanilla stuff, and it can easily just switch everything else. Because if I can at least do that, then that's going to help me out so much. So the reason why I say it's going to help me out so much is because... Are you kidding me? You're annoying. Anyway. So yeah, so for like every time I feel like I have everything that I want from my mod, I always add an extra item or I add an extra thing in there. Then it's like, yeah, I think that's good, and then I keep adding more stuff to it. It's gonna be a never-ending mess. But for Lair and Cove, I have ideas that I want for them, and they have their own like associated things that I want to add in them as well. But again, that comes to no surprise though, because with every location, and not to mention though that like I'm gonna go into like a cell sort of what do you call it, like a cell purge spree pretty much. So what I mean by that is that for the basement is going to be attached to the same cell as the main location. So the lodge is going to be all one cell now, instead of being 2 separate cells. So that's going to help a little bit. I just need to check on the light levels of each to find out if they are compatible. I say that with like a very huge grain of salt. I doubt they are compatible, but let's go find out. I doubt it, though. I doubt they're going to be that compatible, though. Where are you? Forgotten Armory. There we go. Oh, I do have priority. I forgot about that. Yeah, doesn't matter. Oh no, some of the scripts from the DLCs aren't actually compiled. Oh no, it's almost like they've just been copied over and not actually done any work on them. Okay, let's see here. Edit. There we go. What's the lighting data for you? Well, I go move you so I can actually see it. Okay, so let's see here. So, okay, no difference. So you're not going to notice any difference in the lighting. Awesome. Wait, I want to double check that I actually was looking at the right one. Yep, okay. No changes. So there you go. So I could do it, and nothing... Well, I don't want to say nothing bad will happen, but... Help, of course, is today's password. Alright. But of course, that also means I have to change the editor ID as well, because instead of having main floor and basement as two separate ones, they're going to need to be one. So, my hope is that I can limit everything to being, like, I almost said one cell, to limit the amount of cells that I have in my mod to 10, so it's not like it's overcrowding. Are you kidding me? The luck that these NPCs have, man. Do I at least have an antidote? I do, okay. Hello there. Yeah, so I'm trying to look at everything, and I think, like, my plan is to make all of Lair into one cell. So that'll be like 1, and then the house is going to be 1 as well. And since Sanctuary is already 1 cell, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's going to be 8, not 9, huh? I must have counted wrong. So for the hideout itself, the cove and the hideout, I want to see if they'll work for both of them to be a part of the 1 cell. I find that hard to believe that it will, but if it does, it'll be 8 cells. If it's not, then it's going to be 9. But I'm going to make Lair be a part of 1 cell, definitely, at the end of AXMing everything. So that way, though, at the end of the day, what that will mean is that, like, I won't require any of the vanilla textures. Everything will be associated within my mod, so which means that, like, everything in the meshes and textures will correlate with my mod. If you do not have them in there, you can't use anything. Now, I can keep the editor IDs. I don't think that that's the big picture. I think it's the meshes and textures that is the problem. So I think for the... Like, if I do want to make everything vanilla-based, in quotations, what I would do is I would keep everything AXM so that it doesn't interfere with anything, but I would keep them using the meshes and textures of the vanilla game. So I would have to revert them back. That's all that would mean. Because that's all I can do. I can't really do much of anything else, because if I try... Yeah, because if I try anything else, I don't think I can actually get away with it. Not that I'm trying to, but I'm trying to figure out, like, how it, like... We can go with Thundershock. Let's see here. Come on, go faster than that. Okay. There we go. Hey, I clicked the button and it didn't work. Alright, there we go. Now it's starting to work. There we go. Maybe while moving everything. So yeah, so that's the plan. Between everything, I think the, like, my ideas for the cove is really good. Whereas for the lair, it's going to be the most difficult. However, before I do anything in terms of the lair, like before I start trying to end up merging it all into one, pretty much, the plan is that I'm going to keep a backup of what I currently have. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and slowly start moving all of the areas towards where they correlate towards in the quote-unquote doors, pretty much. And then what I'll do is I'll check with the... I'll have to bring it up on the laptop, I guess, just to get the actual areas. But what I'll do is I'll try and get the actual locations. Like, in order for me to get the actual locations for each and every, like, piece in that cell, I'm going to have to use the laptop for that. Which will be fun. That's fine. I'm using a special attack, so that doesn't work. No, come on, man. There we go. Alright. I'll use quick attack. First time ever using quick attack. There we go. Perfect. And I think the next floor is when... should I heal, though? I have super potions, so I can give her a quick one at the very least. Yay! Alright. But yeah, so the cove is going to be one of the most challenging ones if I wanted to make it one cell. Because one of them is an interior of a boat, and that's going to be the hardest thing to put in. Unless I make it that you're in the wall. Then I guess that might work. But then that it's not that it defeats the purpose, but that it would be weird. Yeah, it would be weird, because it's not like... Because it's not like how my bottle ship kind of works, where my bottle ship does utilize, like, certain things, sure. But my bottle ship thing has, like, sure, it has 3 interiors as one, but they fit, because they are supposed to be that correlated ones. The only thing that's wrong about it is the lighting, but hey, I think it looks good the way it is, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. I might put stuff in it, but that's it. I don't think I'm going to touch it anymore. But what's the other thing as well, though? Like, again, like, one of the things has, like, it gives you, like, the way to, like, the captain's quarters of a boat. But the problem with that, in terms of this, is that the interior has it so that you can see to the outside, but the problem is that the exterior look of it is those windows are boarded up. So, I don't know how well that's going to work. So to me, it's like, how am I going to get it to work the way that I want it to if the game itself doesn't want me to get it to work that way? Yay, we're poisoned. Oh, perfect. Our accuracy went down. Great. Huh, that's weird. Okay, so... That's strange. So I'm taking a look at my uploads, and Pokemon Silver told me that it was going to take 3 hours for it to process. And then now it's telling me that it's done. It hasn't been 3 hours. If you want to know how long it's taken, literally, like, 2 minutes right before I started recording is literally... Oh, now it's processing it again. It noticed that I figured out that I noticed about it, and it's like, hey, wait a minute, yeah, why is it checking? So we're going back to processing. Thanks. So yeah, so it's just processing now, that's fine. again, these are for tomorrow. So, like, if this wants to take 3 hours, that's fine. It's when this says, like, 2 days. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you taking 2 days? Yeah, just trying my best to get this done. Oh, man. There we go. I may want to switch for the next one. Then again, I can heal because this really isn't really that important of a battle. So I may just use a super potion. Yeah, because the poison and now Sonic Boom, which is fine. I just didn't want it to be annoying anymore. Alright, Entei. Entree, deal with this. Yeah, one thing I gotta do is that I gotta give these two proper encounter levels and stuff. Or encounter things so that way I can actually use them. Because as I said, maybe like later on what I might do is that I will have it so either like we can like I can trade the Pokemon that I've used during these adventures. Like, I don't know, because I think it would be a cool idea if we did do that. There we go. Just gonna use potion. Potion. There we go. There we go. Any Rocky Grunts appear? There is. Okay. If you think you're going to be able to beat 2 legendary dogs, you're very ambitious then. Or you think very highly of your Zubat. Thundershock. And obviously, like, one thing that I always like to do is that I always like to, or not always like to, but like, every day I check to make sure, like, if there's anything that's actually, like, there's anything new on the Nexus for Oblivion, just to try and see if there's actually anything that's interesting as well. Or at the very least, like, just to find out if there's, like, anything that would be, like, huh, that could look really good in my mod if I actually go do it or not. Thundershock. Oops. Yeah, I can minimize my mod now. We don't need that thing loaded up anymore. But yeah, so my next goal for at least this week is to at least have each and every cell have at least one of each item that's not like loose books or loose spoons or something like that be AXM'd. So each and every static or activator block pretty much will be AXM'd, and then we'll slowly start moving everything towards that branch pretty much. Uh-oh, what does that do? Just run into the dragon type. Okay. I find that very weird though. Into the ground type. It had to be the ground type, man. Scientist Rich. Okay, cool. Yay! Okay, so... Yeah, because that's everything I can think of, though, from my mod, is that I just wanted to make sure that, like, obviously, each and every location is going to have something that's unique to them. And other ones are going to have things that I'm just going to be moved from, like, one to the other. So, like, the bottled ship is going to be practically losing all of its items. And they're being distributed into between the cove and the lair itself. So I think Armor Orb, the Adventurer's Armor, and I think the Backpack are going to be going to the Cove now. Just don't know exactly where I'm going to put them. Again, I have to AXM those containers first before I do anything. So though I know that they are safe, and I know that nothing will interfere with them, and that their inventory will be cleared if they are filled with a random loot table, pretty much. Because we don't really need them to have a random loot table anymore. Then what's the other thing as well? Then the wizard robe thing that I got from Haunted House that I tried to piece together. How did I get poisoned again? That robe will be moved, as well as the Draminated Mage's Heart from the boat will be moved over towards the lair, because they fit better for there. And I'm trying to think of everything else too. I'm trying to learn Spark. Ooh. I think it does more damage than Thundershock. I don't have to worry about if it's physical or special because, well, all evolutions are plus fairy, I think. Or all evolutions plus dragon and fairy, pretty much, are all going to be special. So. And plus Spark does like an extra 25 damage, I think. Or has extra 25 power or something like that, so yeah. Go. Perfect. Okay, so we need to go to the underground, which I think is like... No, it's in this building. Alright, never mind. I went the wrong way. No, because you're blocking it. Wait, is it next to the Pokemon Center? No. I think it's above the area. I think it's this one right here. Nope. This one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot about these trainers. I do have some rare Pokemon. I have 2 legendaries. You'll probably never see it. I also have a shiny Pokemon that you probably will never see again. Hi. Goodbye. Yeah, so at least like after I'm done recording this and after I take my really long sleep, I'll be able to finish off whatever I needed to do for Arcanix, and then I might start the AXM process of the lair and the cove. All I really need to do at the very least at the beginning is at least do like one item from each cell for the most part. So let's say like a cavern wall. I just need to do one. So that way though, at the very least, like I have that. So though, like if there is one that is required in an area, I can just say, hey, you know, I already have it, so here is what I have. And plus, it'll also be easier for the meshes and textures because you only need to map one instead of mapping like 20 million of them. Mind you, I wish containers were just as easy. For containers, I have to... well, I still technically have to do the meshes and textures, but I also do the sounds as well. Yeah, I do the sounds as well. And the reason why I do the sounds as well is because of the fact that just in case somebody has a mod that changes the way that chests or crates sound, and let's say you don't like it nearly as much, you can have, like, you can still have that for the normal overworld stuff, but for the LOD, you're fine. That's all that does, pretty much. And I've already technically moved over all of the meshes and textures, or not the meshes, not the textures, but the meshes for the lair and the cove area for the for my mod to use, pretty much. Hi, Archmus. You call that a fluke? Call that an absolute win. Ooh, you lead with Golbat this time. But guess what? I have Spark. Alright, bite. Oh no. Perfect. I remember hearing about this, is that like you could still get like the status conditions from status moves, but you can't get it from like a move like Spark or something. Like a move that has a chance of paralysis, an electric type won't get it, but like for status moves they'll still get affected by it. Which is still really weird, but it's fine. What's the next one? Ooh, Hunter. I'm so scared. Bite. Bye. Sneasel? I think I can spark it to death. Oh no, it's got feint attack. Never mind. I'm fully paralyzed. Ooh, it did a little more this time. Come on. Yeah. Priority. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, though. Spark. Water gun. That shouldn't do a lot. Oh, come on. That should take it out in one shot, I think. How did I know that? It's because Raiku's a special attacker, and plus Spark is a special attack, so... It's because you don't have a legendary, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I love my legendaries, so I guess, yeah, I guess that is the case. Wow. Do I have a paralyze heal? Oh, wow, I have one. And I'll just use 2 potions then. Let's just use up some of the items that we've collected, just so that we can remove some of the inventory space we've been keeping. Bite. There we go. Okay. Spark. Okay. Spark again. Oh, you want to know what's really funny, though? Oh, of course it does this. So the game will actually give us the Suicune as early as before beating the 8th gym. Okay? The problem is that we can't use the said Suicune until we beat the 8th gym. So hooray. That's fun. I love that. We can't use a Pokemon because we haven't gotten enough gym badges. It's the same kind of challenge that I did with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I think. Where every 2 gyms, I think, we would gain the ability to have like an extra party Pokemon. And the only time that we can actually I didn't really say this during the video because I don't think we needed to. But the only time that we can technically break that rule is for a Pokemon that uses an HM. Like, if its only sole purpose is to not battle but use an HM, then we can use it. I would want to say the same thing for Scarlet, but the thing is that I don't think that I can confidently say that we can get it to work with Scarlet. Okay, what was this one then? This one was... with 3 rocks defeated, your next episode is between walls. The easiest way past here is to activate the 3 switches in order from left to right. Okay. I'm gonna face that trainer though. Hello. Okay. Hi, Growlithe. Come on, stupid charger thing. Okay, my phone is acting weird. Alright. Not that I need it right now, but still. But the charger's acting funny, and the funny thing is that it's actually a Nintendo Switch charger. So. Well, it's a Nintendo Switch charger that comes with the Pro controllers, so. The sad thing is that in order for me to get another one of these cables, I have to go buy another Pro controller. I tried looking for a way you can just buy the cable itself. There is none. Is there anything opened up here? Nope. Okay. Hello. Alright, so... So I'm trying to think of anything else, too. If there's anything else I really need to talk about. I quite literally don't think so. I think that, like, I've pretty much addressed pretty much mostly everything. Because this is the second session in such a short span of time that, like, it's like nothing has happened between the last time I've recorded and this time. So it's like, what can I say? Except for we've pretty much almost finished Shivering Isles for Oblivion mod playthrough, so that's awesome. Since we've pretty much like done a lot for the Shivering Isles, and because our character's now level 25, we're now able to install 2 quest mods if we really wanted to. However, technically we can only use one at a time. Very sad. By that I mean, like, after Shivering Isles, I can go with the quest mod, sure. But for the last part, before, like, the level 25 part, I have to put a session in between the, like, the Oblivion mod and the next one, pretty much. I think I had to do this before, because I think I finished a faction or something like that. And I think I leveled up during that, and I think I had a chance to get, or not a chance, but I had the option to get another mod as well. And so, like, that kind of thing happened. Thank you. That's what I always wanted to be. I always wanted to be paralyzed. I'm still faster than you? Dude, this is the worst paralyze, I think. Because, like, you're like 75% slower. And I still outsped a Pokemon. Wow, that's interesting. Then again, I am a Raikou, so it makes sense. I love status conditions, because look how fast the sprite moves. Like, it just moves so slowly. It's awesome. I love that. What does that do? Does that just open up all of them? No, that doesn't load. That doesn't open up all of them. That's interesting. Ooh. Yay. Alright. Okay. Come on, man. Jeez. I'm clicking the button already. Thank you. Bite. Okay, come on. Come on. Faster. Game, come on, man. Load faster than this. Ah! There we go. There we go. Alright. No, I'm confused. It's gonna work like the rival where I just hit myself every time. Yep. Told you. Oh, finally. Thank you, Entree. Couldn't do that for the rival, though. No, the rival, it just wanted to sleep, so it just said, hey, yeah. Rival, just take me out in one shot, please. And then the rival just like, okay. Ooh, max ether. Thank you. Hi. Okay. Ugh, my ears are so tired of these headphones, man. I definitely need new ones. Just gonna put the headphones away so I don't actually hurt my ears anymore. They're not, like, broken or anything like that. It's just that, like, the way that it rests on the ear is painful. After long, kind of, like... Even though technically I haven't been, like... Even though, like, I haven't really been, like, recording for that long. Like, as I said, I took a little break after... Like, I did take a little break after Circuit Crash, so technically, like, the headphones were off. But it's not a long break between then, so... Yeah, it's not a long break, so it's technically still, like, my ears are still like, you've been wearing the headphones for, like, almost, like, 5 hours. I'm tired of this. It's like, I know you are. Me too. I keep saying, though, I'm going to get new headphones, and I'm going to actually get everything that I really want, but it's just not happening. And as I said, I thought that this year was going to be, like, actually, like, the first year I would actually be able to start streaming on Twitch. But, like, for our channel. But yet, doesn't look like it's going to happen. Mainly because I got sick, and then it kind of just went downhill from there of just trying to get enough equipment just to, you know, get started with it. Like, it brought me back, like, so much. So, like, it brought so many problems. Like, not only just the medical, but also just, like, being able to do stuff for the channel. So, I'm sorry. Like, there's not much I can do about that. Like, if I get sick and so much that I can't record or do anything such as that, it's like, I'm sorry, but I can't do anything. But for, what's it called? What is my brain trying to think of right now? But yeah, so, like my, I want to say my star setup is going to pretty much be about, like, yeah, so pretty much my star setup is to have two monitors and a new keyboard, because I definitely do need one, and obviously just new headphones as well, because I definitely do need it. It doesn't really need to be anything special. Like, it could literally just be the headphones that I have, just brand new, so though it doesn't creak as much, because it creaks a lot and it makes a lot of noise. I think it creaks a lot. I know it creaks a lot whenever I'm trying to, like, put it on. That could just be how old it is, though. These have been with me for years. I think... I'm trying to think of, like, the year. What would the year be? Like 2016, 2017 maybe? No. I had it before then. 2015. 2014, 2015. Sounds about right. So that's actually those are actually the year that I've had this. So it's almost a decade old, and they still work. Like, don't get me wrong, they still work perfectly fine. They just creak a lot. So a lot of times when you're trying to like listen to music, you hear the little creak because they move slightly. Yeah, I can still hear the creaking. These headphones are definitely very old. And because of my recording setup, I literally have to have like one of the headphones like off the ear so I can hear anything in the background. So that though if there's something that's coming from like a very loud noise coming from outside, or there is something loud coming from somewhere else, I need to make sure that I know it, and I can say, oh, I apologize for that noise. It's probably this or something like that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's pretty much my ideal setup. I definitely need a new monitor. That's kind of the main reasons why I said I need a new monitor. This is a very old monitor. And one way you can actually definitely tell that it's an old monitor is that it doesn't even have an HDMI port on it. So, still got the old graphics. It's got the VGA and the DVI ports as its only input source for graphics. So, yeah. And then soon I'll have Cube also connected to the same monitor, so that'll be awesome. What did I want to use? Byte. Yeah, because I have bought, before I had to move to where I am currently. No, it's not there. Where did it go? I had it here, and I don't know where it went. Anyway, I bought a HDMI splitter. Or is it a splitter? Maybe it is. Maybe is that a splitter? I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's like you can put two inputs, I think, and then you can output into one area, I think. Because I had to get one because I had my Nintendo Switch and technically the computer I'm currently recording on connected to the same TV, and instead of unplugging one and then plugging the other, I'm like, why don't I just get something that just plugs in two things, like two inputs at once, and then we get a different thing. So I decided to go and buy one, and it was like, what? It was like 20, 30 bucks, I think. It only did two, and you just click the button and it switched. Then I bought something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think I bought an extra HDMI cable just in case one of mine just started going kaput, and then I got a second HDMI, like, HDMI splitter thing, and I'm like, okay. Like, why are you giving me a second one? I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything, but it seems kind of weird though that you guys are just giving me a second one. But it was funny. Got the second one, I looked at it and went, huh. That's funny. And this was around the time in which that I figured out, or I found out that my graphics card is has audio issues with HDMI. And then I went through every which way. I went to AMD. I went to people that are that recommended the graphics card and asked them, hey, why is this happening? And they went, I don't know. And then I went to somebody who's helped me fix my computers many, many times, and even they didn't know. And then the fixes that I think that I came up with, or the fixes that would actually work, which were really, really silly. I remember one time somebody was telling, or somebody was like trying to troubleshoot with me and said like, oh, check the BIOS, see if you change anything for the graphics card. So I checked the BIOS and I'm like, nothing's happened. Like, there's nothing that's there that seems remotely have changed. So they go, okay, so then go into the computer. So that's exactly what I did, is that like, I exited BIOS and it's like, you didn't change anything. Are you sure? It's like, yes. So then when I boot into Windows, audio is now there. Audio is now there. So I was like, what's going on here? So it even happens, so I get that same error, but in a different way. So I get that same error whenever this computer decides to restart. So restart after updates, restart after whatever, doesn't really matter. Anytime that this computer restarts, I have the same issue. Now, it's not using the graphics card for audio, it's using the microphone for audio. So why is it still happening? I don't know. It could just be the motherboard itself, but I don't know. But currently, right now, we can hear it, so it can't really be the motherboard, because if it is, we wouldn't get sound. So pretty much what I have to do is that I have to shut down my computer. When I shut it down, and then I power it back on, it'll work. We will have audio. Restart? Nope. Sorry. You lose that privilege of having audio. And it's always so frustrating whenever whenever there's like a thunderstorm or something like that, and then we lose power. Or what's the other thing too? Oh, Windows updates just randomly out of nowhere just decides to go, hey, I want to update, and then updates. Even though I have it so that on my computer, I choose when it checks for updates. It's not automatic. But yet it still goes through it. So yeah, so like pretty much my computer just keeps always like updating sometimes, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I wanna restart, and it restarts. Then it's like, oh yeah, because I restarted, you have no audio. It's so frustrating. It's like, like I'm just trying to like, you know, have a fun time, you know, enjoying my computer. Oh, I do have a hyper potion, but it's not gonna be a waste. Sure. Entree. Alright. I think that should be fine. Hello there. Yep. Yeah, okay. Okay. What do we got? Of course, you send a fire dark type. Dark? Fire. But at least I have Stomp, so that's good. Bye. What's your next Pokemon? Coughing? It's fine. Use Bite. But yeah, but I'm trying to remember, like... Yeah, so I have, like, the weirdest setup. So... So pretty much I have my microphone being connected to my computer as usual. And I'll have my speakers plugged into the microphone. Because that's how my setup works. And then I'll have my headphones plugged into my speaker because my speaker has a headphone jack, so I can just plug it in there. I have the weirdest setup, but it works because, like, while you guys get the audio levels that you guys need for you guys to sort of enjoy the in-game music or whatever, I can just change how I hear it. So I can have it like very, very quiet or very, very loud. However, one thing that I found out though is that it could be like okay on the headphones, but when you unplug it, the speakers are like, okay, let's amplify that. So it's even louder. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so something now is happening over there. So this is what's going to be different. Between crystal and gold and silver. So I think this is where we actually get to encounter the... Yeah, I think this is where we encounter the Suicune. Which kind of hurts us because, well, I don't want to say it hurts us, but we can't use the Suicune. So yeah. Let's just go to... Oh, we need to go up one more. There we go. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything else as well. Except for I definitely do need to upgrade Cube and Monochrome a little bit, though. They don't really have as much fans as they should have. Well, Cube kind of does. Cube has, like, almost full capacity. I just want to change the front fan to a better one. And then for Monochrome, Monochrome doesn't have many fans. Hello there, dear sir. Okay. Okay, give me a second here. Entree might be a good fit, maybe. No, Right Coke might be a better idea. Look at the health difference, man. That's so strange. Legend has it that upon the emergence of a trainer who has the ability to test the souls of Pokemon, a Pokemon will come forth to put that trainer to test at the Tin Tower. The legend has come true. The legendary Pokemon Suicune has arrived. We, the wise trio, shall test your worthiness to go inside. Cool. Anyway. Oh, well, this is actually very interesting. This is actually very interesting. Hi, buddy. I am Spark. You should be taken down in one shot. Yeah. Double damage plus high special attack. Even if it has high special defense, it doesn't really matter. Flareon. Oh, I think this might be the reason why people thought that the evolutions were so correlated with the legendary dogs. Is probably because of these three. These, well, either that or these three definitely didn't help. I think that's why the one Pokemon thing that they came out with was like, oh yeah, they weren't the evolutions, they were just mysterious dog-looking Pokemon. But these three definitely won't help, though. If the first one has Flareon, what will the other two have? So it is you who claim to have seen Suicune, Entei, and Raikou while they slept. Unbelievable. Legend has it that they can't be seen while they sleep. What? They can't be seen while they are asleep? That's interesting. Can you be trusted with the truth? I must ascertain your worthiness. So the Pokemon can't... So they can't be seen while they are asleep. Are you saying, like, they, like, clouded the area in a way? In, like, a puff of smoke kind of situation? So, like, you can't really see them? Think of how the, if you played Sword and Shield, like, that beginning area in which... that, like, you can't really fight the beginning ghost of the legendary Pokemon at first, no matter what. Like, is it sort of like that situation? Except for, like, they're just completely, like, unable to be seen in that area? See, none of them have, like, a color of smoke, though, so I'm trying to figure out, like, how they could be disguised. I'll tell you the truth, okay. In the past, there were 2 9-tier towers here. The Brass Tower, which was said to awaken Pokemon, and the Tin Tower. Pokemon were said to rest. Okay, so one... Okay, that makes sense. The view from the tops of the towers must have been magnificent. At the time, an immense silver-colored Pokemon was said to make its roost atop the Brass Tower. However, about 150 years ago, a lightning bolt struck one of the towers. It was engulfed in flames that raged for 3 days. A sudden downpour finally put out the blaze. And that is how the burned tower came to be. Let me see your power. Alright. I mean, if the first one had Flareon, the second one had Jolteon, you're probably gonna have Vaporeon. We're just gonna keep sparking everything to death. We're just gonna keep sparking everything. We're gonna cause another fire. We're gonna cause sparks. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else though that's like worthy of mentioning. Not really. Not really for the channel in any way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else like worth of time. Are you the trainer who is awaited by the legendary Pokemon? I see. We, the Wise Trio, have been given the responsibility of protecting legendary Pokemon. We are to allow passage only to those people who possesses the power of Soul of Truth. Please, do go on and enter the Tin Tower ahead. Suicune will put you to the test. Oh, for a second there I read it as put you to rest. I was like, what? It's going to kill me? It's like, hello? Like, I don't think a legendary Pokemon should really kill a trainer, but hey. You never know. Okay, so I'm just gonna save here, too. Alright, so here's the funny part. I have no idea how we're gonna catch this thing, but we're gonna try. Hello there, Suicune. Ah! Hey, that's not what it said was gonna happen. Yeah, that's not what it says is supposed to happen at all. It says it right here. Follow the trail to the foot of the tower and save the game. When you step inside, the 3 legendary beasts are standing near the central pillar. Watching as you approach, Raikou and Entei will each leap over the fence with a roar before racing out of the tower. Suicune scales the fence and lands right in front of you, forcing you into battle. That didn't look like Raikou and Entei raced right past me. Unless the game is confused because I have a Raikou and Entei. And thinks I caught them. Ooh, Rain Dance. Actually, I'm going to use Bite. I'm going to see if... Well, actually, we're close to the same level, so we definitely won't kill. And technically, we're going to be doing a ton of damage. So I'm going to see how far Spark does, and hopefully we get the paralysis chance. I'm hoping... I think Spark has a paralysis chance. And... Waja. This is why we save before legendaries. Unless Entei and Raikou are invisible. Okay, does Spark just take it out in one shot? No. Actually, should I keep it on speed up just so it takes less time? Yeah, I think so. Come on. Come on, Suicune, no. technically out of the 3 legendary dogs, you were my favorite. I loved the, what was it? Was it Colosseum? Or was it somewhere else? It had like a really cool like animation for surf, and I loved the look of it. Like, I loved the look of that, like, that animation so much that it became one of my favorite of the legendary dogs. And then, I think during Colosseum's story, I think I caught it after a long, arduous journey of just trying to throw Pokeball, like, not Pokeballs, but, like, Great Balls and, I think, Ultra Balls at that time. And then I finally caught it. But this was around the time in which that I was a kid, in which that I never saved my game, but I would leave the console running. So, at one point, I did something wrong, and so my mother turned off my GameCube, but because I never saved, I lost the Suicune. And so I lost the Suicune, so the next time I did it, I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to try, and I'm just not going to bother. It's taken so many, like, different balls in order to catch this thing, so I'm just like, I'm done. So that's exactly what I did. I stopped. Yeah, I think I definitely stopped, and then I went to, oops. This is an unfair matchup, but we're gonna try and see if this works. No, it's not gonna work. Oh my word. Oh, rain. Okay. I was like, oh my god, that's like a lot of damage. And it's like rain. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Rain damage. Okay. Oh, come on. We're only getting 1 wiggle? Come on, man. You're yellow. You should be giving us at least 2. Then it's like, no, you're getting none now. Alright, thank you. I don't think my Pokeball strategy works in the older games. I don't think they work in the older games. I don't know, just a sneaky suspicion. Just a sneaky feeling that that's exactly how it's going. Okay. Spark. Ooh, we got red this time. Still no paralysis. Pokeball, come on. Finally got a wiggle at first, so that's good. Wait, you have Leer? Wait, we know your entire move pool now. Leer, Rain Dance, Bubble Beam, and Gust. Cool. That means that technically Raikou is the only Pokemon that can deal with it. Oh, come on, man. This is kind of acting like how BDSP's, what was it, the Raminis Park, I think, kind of worked. Where sometimes you'll get that really lucky Pokeball, they'll just randomly catch it, and then sometimes you won't get it. Yeah, what was it? I think out of the 3 legendary dogs, I think it was either Entei or Suicune that took like 6 or 7 Pokeballs, and then that was it. And then the rest of it, it's like, it was horrible. I know, like, one of them didn't take that long, and then the other ones are like, hey, yeah, we're going to take longer than that. It's like, great. Yay. Again, there has to be some kind of code in the new games that are like, oh, if you just solely just use Pokeball, we're going to increase your chances slightly. There has to be. Because there's no way I could catch a legendary with just a Pokeball at such ease and, like, such ease of succession, pretty much. It's like, what? How does this work? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I think the only thing that's boosting is the Gust. Oh, no. It's trying to make Gust, like, be able to one-hit KO me. Oh, come on, man. Oh yeah, it's like it's trying to make Gust into like the most powerful move possible. Oh my god, it is. I think I'm -5 in defense. Oh no. And then uses Leer again, then it tells me I'm too low already. I'm at -5 or -6 defense. Oh my word. Yeah, that's definitely very low defense. There we go. Yeah, you do your thing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep doing my thing, which is just keep throwing Pokeballs and hope you stay in. Yeah, you're not gonna stay in, are you? That did 20 damage now. Yeah, that's definitely like a 5 or a 6 negative defense. Like, oh my word, that is gonna be... That is incredible for it to be able to be that strong. This Suicune's gonna be amazing to have. The only thing now is to hopefully get the Pokeball to actually keep it in there. I thought it was gonna be very funny if that would have stayed in. Now we just need a Pokeball to keep it in there. Oh look, it did it! No, come on. I have no way of healing either, so I'm just trying to do this. No way! This is amazing! Gen 2 capture of this. This divine Pokemon blows around the world, always in search of a pure reservoir. Oh my god. That's amazing. I actually didn't expect us to catch her. It's like this early. Oh my god. I thought it was going to take a little longer than that, but no, it actually... Wow, that's interesting. Oh my word. That's awesome. I didn't realize it was going to be that. And that's what I named it. I'm looking at it currently right now. Awesome, too awesome even. I've never seen a battle that great. What battle? It kept hitting me. That was truly inspiring to see. That a Suicune was hitting my Raikou? Thank you very much, man. That's definitely something I want to hear. Suicune was tough, but you were even more incredible, Drathus. I heard Suicune's mystical power summons a rainbow-colored Pokemon. Maybe, just maybe, what went on today will cause that Pokemon to appear. No, it won't. It's probably going to cause it after we finish the game. I'm going to study the legends more. Thanks for showing me that fantastic battle. Later, Drathus. Oh, you guys aren't going to say anything? I thought you guys were going to talk to me next. According to legend, when the souls of Pokemon and humans commune from the heavens, heaven descends a Pokemon of rainbow colors. Could it mean the legendary Pokemon are testing us humans? When the Brass Tower burned down, 3 nameless Pokemon were said to have perished. It was tragic. However, a rainbow-colored Pokemon, in other words, Ho, descended from the sky and gave new life to the 3 Pokemon. They are Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. That is what they say. But we don't know what the original Pokemon were. The 2 towers are said to have been built to foster friendship and hope between Pokemon and people. That was 700 years ago, but the ideal still remains important today. Okay. Okay, so we have all 3 now. That's awesome. We need to store Suicune into the PC because technically we can't use it. So as sad as it is, we have to throw it into the PC because we can't use it because we're not technically strong enough. But at the very least, we have this Suicune, so hooray! And I didn't realize that we would actually be so close to its level, to be fair. I think for Ho, I think Luxuria, and I think Luxuria, and I think they were both around the level of like 50 or 60, I think, at this time. So we are going to be a little bit lower level than those two. However, it's not that big of a deal. Ugh. Alright, we'll probably get through the route trainers and then that's it. No way, my luck. We're going to be able to get through the route trainers and then that's it. Oh, we're going to have a rough time with Claire, I think. Oh. Hello. Yeah, can you show me Claire's team? Is it different? Oh, whenever this decides to load, I guess. Is it different in this game than anything? No. Okay. So that's not too bad then. So we will have to deal with Dragon type. And not only that, but we don't have a... But she doesn't have like a Pokemon in which we can take down with one shot with Raikou. So... sad. It's weird that the trainers are so low level compared to the gyms that are so close to them. Like these guys should be like level 32 or something like that, just so that it gives you some training before the gym. No, stop. Stop. That's so annoying. At least it's not as annoying as it was in Gold. I think Gold she called like every time we finished a trainer. Any trainers up here? Oh, hey, there is. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I made you lose a Poliwag. So sorry about that. I remember this. I forgot about that. Yeah, if you enter the shrine... Wait, is this Gen 2 or is this Gen 4? Because this sounds more Gen 4 thing than the Gen 2 one. Unless this is only in Crystal. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It just sounds like it's more of the Gen 4 version than of the Gen 2 version. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at everything. Alright. No. See, this is what I mean. It's so annoying. No. Okay, why do you keep getting stuck on that? Stop. Bite. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Hello there, dear sir. And this would probably be around the time in which that I would say, oh, this is about the time to end because it says 1:32, but in actuality, it's wrong. It's actually 1:36. Believe me, I've already done that a couple times. I think the latest was a Circuitcraft session, I think. It was either a Circuitcraft session or it was a Crystal session, but I think it was more of a... No, I think it was Circuitcraft. Because I know for a fact that Circuitcraft, I would definitely make that mistake. Mainly because, like... I don't know what it is, but for Minecraft, I find very little... I don't know what it is, but, like, very little reasons for me to, like... I don't want to say record, but very little things to keep me interested in making a video for it, kind of thing. Like, at first, it's like, okay, and then by the time it's like an hour, it's like, I still have 30 minutes left. Like, your enthusiasm just goes right out the window. Or at least for me when I play Minecraft. And it's not because I have cheated or hacked items. It's just trying to find something that's interesting to do. And then being able to maintain and keep doing it. It's kind of the problem. Oh, whoops. I used Spark. I thought it was Entei. Oops. Yay, I'm paralyzed. And I'm an electric type, so this is even more crazy. I'm just gonna use Quick Attack. They should take it out, maybe. Priority always wins. There we go. Is that all the trainers here? No, there has to be another one. There is. There is one more. And then that's it. Alright, just gotta go heal. That's not even the Pokemon Center. This is the Pokemon Center. Hooray. Okay, well, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll at least get that Scarlet thing done so I don't have to worry about it anymore. It'll be done and over with, and then I can just say, hey, it's done. I got all the legendaries that I needed. Oh, that is a trainer. Okay, I was like, oh, it didn't really sound like a trainer, but it does. What's the... Hang on a second. Transfer... There we go. What were the legendaries again? Okay, yeah, so I gotta go double check to see if I actually have all the ones that I wanted. Yeah, there's only one legendary Pokemon in which that I cannot trade. And there's actually a reason why I don't want to trade it. It's because of the game that it comes out of. And that's Anoramus. Ugh. Mainly because of two reasons. One, Anoramus will always be in that strange ball in which that I technically can't use it. Because you can technically catch in a Pokeball in its original game, but because of the game that it's going into, you can't get in a Pokeball. I guess you can kind of say, though, that like I can still use it. As long as, at least in the origin game, I did catch it with a Pokeball. Which is fine, because I could definitely do that. Another thing as well is that... What's the thing that I've been thinking of doing as well? I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of like where my brain is at, is like trying to figure out like which legendary Pokemon to put in and such like that. Okay, there we go. And this is it. So oh. We got another bird. Let's take out the bird then. Quick attack, okay. Take out the bird. I need to sleep. Yeah, anyway. That's fine. Alright, so that's it. Hooray. Woo, alright. Okay, so that's gonna be it for now. Next time, we will go through this ice cave, beat the 8th gym, move Suicune over to the party, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Crystal.